Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for a decent to good albums of 2020 so far video that I said I'd do for you guys as the special video for today. So I'm going to be talking about from 1 to 11 what albums I put on the list and let you know my thoughts on what I think of these songs. Or these albums. I'm sorry, I said songs. There also is an EP or two EPs on here, so I always count EPs and uh, soundtracks to the decent to good albums 2020 if they're decent or good. But let's dive into this list now. So at number one, we have Selena Gomez with Rare. I thought this album was not bad. It wasn't great, but it had a few iffy songs on here. Like Fun was not my favorite one. Um, but I did like Crowded Room. That was actually good. I think the only track that brought the rating down was Fun. And then the next track after that was okay. It's been a few months since I've heard the track album. I almost said track. I liked the Rare track, but I didn't like Dance Again that much. It was okay. She made a performance video for it recently, but yeah. At number one, we have Selena Gomez with Rare. At number two, we have Halsey with Manic. I called it Maniac at first. I'm like, ah, crap, I screwed it up. I did say in my review that it's called Maniac, and I messed it up. So hopefully you can forgive me for that. It's called Manic, but I was surprised with this album. I thought it was gonna suck. The only song that sucked was You Should Be Sad. And the song with Sugar, uh, the song with Sugar's Interlude, I think it was called. And that was not good. It was a letdown. Uh, Halsey's voice in most of this record, like the first track, I really enjoyed. It's been a few months since I've heard it, so, but I did enjoy most of that album. So it's decent. It's nothing bad. I gave it like a 7 out of 10, but that's what it's gonna have to stick with because it's a solid record. So at number two, we have Halsey with Manic. At number three, we have Mark Morton with Ether EP. I know EPs don't necessarily count on album reviews or end of the list videos or whatever for what albums are good and what are not and what are meh and what are decent and good and really good. Which really good would be the best albums. Um, but Mark Morton did a good job on this record. It's not perfect, but there was one song on here on that record or that extended play is what I meant to say that was solid. But the singer's voice, the featured artist's voice in that song did not do so well. It was kind of like very moany-ish or whatever, and it kind of sounded like he was complaining in that song. But that, keep in mind, this is just basically my opinion on what I thought of the artist in that song. But Mark Morton did a solid job with the acoustic guitar in most of this album. But at number three, we have Mark Morton with Ether EP. At number four, we have Kesha with High Road. I was surprised that this didn't suck as bad as I thought. The first track tonight was I don't know what to think about that song. Trying not to yawn in this video, I really am trying. But Kesha's High Road album was it was alright. Wasn't great, but it did alright. Um I think the potato song was just cause I want to thing. It was a silly song. I know a lot of people didn't like it, or certain people didn't like it, like certain critics. But I don't know. I grew attached to it, and the BFF song was actually much better than the song before that. But Potato Song was just silly, and so was the 10th track on the album. And Kinky was a little weird, but High Road, the title track, was actually not too bad. And Shadow was pretty solid. But when it got to Resentment, I was like, oh, I love this song already. But yeah, at number 4, we have Kesha with High Road. Number 5, we have Hayley Williams with Petals for Armor 1. It's the extended play for it. So, I wasn't a big fan of this extended play, but I thought it was average. There were some songs on here that kind of threw me off, like Cinnamon. The beat to Cinnamon was so off, but Hayley Williams' voice kind of made the song bearable to listen to. But the song was just okay. It wasn't good. As good as I thought it would be, but Creepin' was just not really that good either. But Sudden Desire closes out very well, and so does the other two singles before that. Leave It Alone was solid, and Simmer was a favorite for sure. And she's actually making a second EP this month actually, because it's April now. And I'm like, oh, she's gonna be releasing another EP soon. And then she'll be releasing the album in May, which is May 8th. So definitely stay tuned for my review for that on May 8th. And yeah, number 5, we have Hayley Williams with Petals for Armor 1. Number 6, we have Green Day with Father of All Motherfuckers. Now, this one I did not think would turn out to be good, and it did turn out to be good. The last track I really sang along to, Graffitia. I was really liking that song a lot. And Junkies on a High was not bad. There was a lot of messed up lyrics in some of the songs, but Father of All and Ready Aim Fire were not good songs. Those songs brought the rating down a lot, but it started getting better towards the song Oh Yeah, which I thought it was average. It wasn't great, but it was average. And then you have Take the Money and Crawl, which was not a bad song, but Meet Me on the Roof was pretty good too. It wasn't great, but it was good. It didn't do so bad with the falsetto voice of Billie Joe Armstrong singing it. But yeah, I enjoyed mostly Graffitia off that album. I enjoyed Stab You in the Heart, which is kind of messed up. It's kind of a messed up song, but I actually enjoyed it. And I Was a Teenager was solid too. So at number 6, we have Green Day, Father of All Motherfuckers. At number 7, this is probably going to have to be the last one I mention, and then I'll make a second part for this. which is the Amity Affliction, Everyone Loves You Once You Leave Them. I wasn't a huge fan of this album, but I did enjoy Misery more. Misery, I was going through a dark time back in 2018, and with my mental health and all that being out of check, and just having to get professional help to get on the right medicine for my depression. And it was Misery helped me through that dark time, and I could relate to most of the songs that lyrically, there were some lyrics in each song that actually resonated with me. And yeah, I think they pulled me out of that dark hole with this album. And there were some songs like Coffin I really enjoyed. Forever is not so great. Just Like Me was average. And Born to Lose I actually like now. But Catatonia was a great closer to the album. And Fever Dream was it wasn't that special, but All I Do Is Sing, Soak Me in Bleach was solid. All My Friends Are Dead was a great song, which is kind of a messed up title. But Baltimore Rain was the last good song on here, and so was Born to Lose and Catatonia. And then the rest of the album just felt fillerish, and I was like, it's not the best album, so it's an average album. It still is gonna make it on a good list. It's not a disappointing record. I know most critics are saying this ain't their best work, which it's not really, but it's average. They did a solid job with this record. Nothing great, but solid. I'm gonna have to end it here by saying at number 7 we have the Amity Affliction, Everyone Loves You Once You Leave Them. And yeah, comment below, let me know what you guys thought of this special video for the first part of the Decent to Good albums of 2020 so far, part 1, if you liked it. And if you liked this video, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I will be returning to you for part 2 of the Decent to Good albums of 2020 so far. I only got a couple to mention, but I'm gonna make it a little shorter of a video, but I don't know if it's gonna be that short. You'll have to wait and see. But thank you for watching this first part of the Decent to Good albums of 2020 so far. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next part or video.